Should do that.
Yeah.
And we're rolling.
Oh,
shout out to the live again. Shout out to the live. We see
Live
it.
stream.
We're live on Facebook and live minute.
Facebook. Hi, Facebook.
Live. 2 phones.
She got 2 phones.
I didn't notice.
Kevin Gates.
One for the live, one for the...
Yeah, go ahead, rolling. This is a rapidy rap, man.
Rapidly
rolling
there.
Rapidly
Rolling there.
Rolling.
Rolling. Alright, close.
Ready, guys?
Ready? I'm already on, so whenever you're good.
Hey.
I'm gonna go and go.
What's good, everybody? What is up? We are the Can We Not podcast. That is right. We are back. It is me, your host, Evan Combest, with my 2 co-hosts we have.
Okay.
And
Kenneth.
And guys, we're back in the studio.
Yay. Back in the studio.
It feels like forever, but it feels good to be back.
It's been a week.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Since the
studio.
studio.
It has been 2 weeks.
Because last week we recorded at your place.
Yes, we did.
In your studio. But now we're back in City World Radio. So shout out to City World Radio. Shout out to Skies Crescent Radio. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Tone.
Happy belated birthday, Jade.
Yes, happy belated birthday. Yes. Let me get my
Get it going. Get it going. Hey. Woo. Celebrating another year of life.
There we go.
Exactly. There
Everybody
you go.
winning.
More life.
There you go.
Yes, so shout out to everybody on the live stream, on the live.me, and on Facebook. What's up, guys?
Hey.
And with that being said, I know it's been like a month since you guys have seen the visuals, but I've been working diligently on them.
Yes, he has.
It's coming.
Because he comes back.
Video soon come.
They saying it like they edited the shit.
I didn't do shit.
I edited all
We were in
6
the
of them
videos.
episodes.
Yeah, because you don't let anybody edit it.
Exactly.
You had a chance.
No, I didn't. No, you didn't give me no damn chance. His laptop was broken for an entire month
and a half.
And I'm sitting there bringing my laptop to the comedy club, everything, and he was like, "No, it's okay."
No, bro.
I said you're free to open.
No. Evan was like, no, you can upload it to SoundCloud and everything, but the video editing, no, bro. Relax.
I got that.
That's crazy.
That ain't it, Chief.
That's crazy how y'all sit across from me and lie to me every week. But it's cool.
Wow.
I said, bro, he's like, yo, you can do. He's like, yo, I don't want to mess with your creative direction.
What?
That's exactly what was told.
I really
to me.
hope you don't choke over that bullshit.
No,
falling out
just
your mouth right
let's just tally this, and then we will come at him 1 week. Episode
right.
20. Be ready.
So-
Exactly.
How are you guys from last week? How you guys doing?
How you living, Ken?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't want to delve too deep into it because last time I was like, oh, yeah, I had a good week. I felt so attacked by Evan, the host. Oh,
I mean,
what
it's
was
only-
the exact,
it's
what
only
was the
right,
exact,
though.
was that what was the exact phrase you used? Bum nigga fashion. Yeah. So I had a good week.
so I had
Period.
a great week. No,
Period. End of sentence. There you go. How was your week? Akane?
Nothing
You-
crazy, nothing too eventful, other than making some music yesterday and
Cool.
being like an hour late to meet up with you for pre-production stuff. But yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week, productive. I'm
Good.
glad we're all back.
You good? That means we're back to start the show.
Yeah.
How about
Right?
you though?
Yeah. How was your week?
My week is good, but I'm here and I'm ready to start the show.
All right, whatever. Let's get into it. All right,
Yeah,
How rude.
you sitting there just pussyfooting over stuff that's supposed to be something to happen. We gonna get it.
Exactly.
We gonna get it later.
Episode 20, like
Something
you said.
happened. Something
Go
happened.
ahead. Start the show, host man.
Go ahead.
Host man.
Go ahead.
y'all just say that and y'all don't let me start the show.
Start the show, bro.
What
Let's go.
Turn
Speak.
your phone back on.
If
Go.
y'all just shut up, I can do that. Thank
Take
you.
his mic.
So, starting off, let's start off, normally we jump right into the relationship type stuff, but this week let's jump into some pop culture shit that happened throughout, throughout the week.
All right.
So, one thing that I noticed is a whole lot of shit where the Kardashians kept trying to get attention.
Yeah.
It
Saw that all over my eyes.
It was
Which
just like,
Kardashian?
no, it was like they kept trying it, but like
all of
once they saw a story didn't really get any traction, like they just came back with it with another angle throughout the week. So earlier in the week, it was like, oh man, Tristan and Khloe, they're on the ropes.
And that was
We
like
don't
2
know.
weeks ago too.
Now, I saw that Monday. Then come Wednesday, oh man, Tristan's talking about getting a ring. But you never know. Stay tuned. Nobody tuned.
Exactly. Everybody changing the channel.
Turn off.
Yeah, nobody tuned. So then later on in the week, it was like, oh man, Chloe, she's having doubts. She doesn't know how to feel about it. Like, listen, bro, we don't give a fuck.
These
About-
indecisive ass
about
people.
Any of them. It's
Exactly.
just-
Indecisive ass
It's
people.
insane
I don't care
about how
about
like none of what they're doing matters to me.
So the black horse of the family had to come through and save them. No, not Kanye.
No, not Kanye. Not
No,
Kanye.
well, Black China.
Oh,
She
the
had to-
forgotten horse.
Yes. She had
Is that a pun intended? Black horse, Black China.
Well, he made the joke.
Bars. Bars.
Who's getting booed? Me? Oh, okay.
Me?
So Black China came through and she was like, "Oh my god, like I would totally get back with Rob." And then people were like, "Whoa, bitch."
That's wild.
Yeah. Because for those of you who don't really remember, they had a really bad blowout breakup where, you know, people were like online talking trash about each other. They were like throwing out all their dirty laundry.
Not even subs. It's like directly at.
Good content.
Yeah. And
that was a good month.
There was even like when Rob went and posted nude pictures of her on his Instagram, like, "Yo, she's a whore, everybody, look at this. She completely took advantage of me."
By my side.
And she even said that herself. She's like, "Yeah, nigga, I took advantage of you." It was like, I had this planned out from the jump.
But now I want him back.
And then everybody was like, "Yeah, Rob is Rob's fault because he's a simp. And, you know, she was a hoe. He should have just knew." And everybody was just jumping down his throat and blaming him. Yeah. When I was like, that's not an excuse for a bad person to be a bad person.
Very true. Very true.
It's not an
very,
excuse.
very true.
Just because somebody's a shitty person and he put in hope and tried to like be different and be a change and be a light to her and influence her life to try to maybe, you know, not change her, but help influence her to make better decisions for herself. And she chose to continue on the path that she's been on. It's just like, I didn't see a reason why people blamed him for it. But the bigger thing that I wanted to jump into was the fact that she said that. It was just kind of like she said it and people were like, "Oh my God." It was just more like, I'm like, that nigga don't want you back.
He has never alluded to like, we should try and work it out. Why?
That nigga said,
he's
"Listen,
a sock billionaire now, man. He's his stock."
That nigga said,
socks.
"Give me my daughter. I got enough evidence on you so you'll never see this child again."
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna get no alimony. You ain't getting no child support. No nothing.
Leave me alone. Don't at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't at me.
But my biggest thing about it was just about a big blowout breakup, and for them to even get back together, a lot of people seem to kind of related to that. So I just wanted to open the floor out and ask the question of, is it possible for you guys to have a big blowout breakup with a girlfriend and still get back with them? Or have we ever experienced that?
Well, to speak about what Rob and Black China went through, like
none of us have been through that.
No.
Nah, I don't have a sock empire. Shout out to Rob for his socks and everything. Shout out to socks.
His stocks on socks.
Stocks on socks.
There
Say it 3 times fast. That's hard. But
like I was saying, like if you go through like such a big public breakup like that, where like you're like exposing people's dirty laundry and all like the nitty gritty stuff that happened behind the scenes of your relationship, and then like months and months and months later, it's like, hey, let's try to get back together. That's pretty foolish, because it's like, yo, if you break up again, it's just gonna be it's gonna be a repeat of what happened. It's gonna be a vicious cycle. It's just like you're both gonna look at each other like, yo, why do we ever get back together? Like, we just don't work together. We're not compatible. Shit like that. So would I recommend it? No, because I went through it myself. It wasn't fun. The breakup to makeup, like, nonsense, especially when the breakups are very public, like on social media.
But the makeup sex.
Yeah, but like
it's amazing, isn't it?
Cool. Have you gone through your Facebook feed after like years and like saw all the like
the dumb shit that you
that you've said about the person and the stuff that was said about you, and it's like, wow, I went through that and I haven't died of embarrassment? Shit.
Son, I wish when I read that, I feel like I'm talking to an older version of like I talk about my past version as if it's a different version of myself. Like it's a whole nother person. And I just threaten him all the time. I just see this nigga. If I ever catch him, I'm
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Oh my God.
That's how I feel about the past version of myself.
You see your past self as Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
Brother.
When he was a heel, when he went heel.
Oh, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I ever catch that nigga, it's over for him.
It's over.
So what about you, Akai?
For me, I haven't had to, and I haven't had the unfortunate pleasure of going through something like that as far as getting back with a person where we had an ugly breakup. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't do it, because it is all it is just perpetuating the whole standard of just saying, all right, we're going to air each other out on social media, do this and that, be big, like, you know, bitter towards each other. And then, we're going to get back together. And then there's going to be people saying whatever they want to say is like, oh, you really went back with her? Oh, you really went back with him? Because that's all it is. Just like, you know, it's a cycle of stupidity. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not with that. I don't want to do that. It's too much time.
No, I agree. It both people in the relationship just look foolish, especially like like when it's so big and public. And
I think that's exactly why this is happening with them. Like when it's a celebrity status, there's a whole lot of different channels. Like it's like they're in the public eye.
Yeah.
So they can. I would say for me, it would be easier for them to be able to do it since they're celebrities. To be like, oh, well, we got back together. Yeah. Oh, we're going to counseling. Oh, we're doing this and we're doing that.
Exactly.
Oh, everything's better now.
Yeah.
Sock game, crazy. Socks out here.
Stocks on socks.
Stocks on socks. But I don't know. It's just putting that out on blast, and then you got to perpetuate this. And I'm like, I don't want to see this.
Exactly.
I don't care about the Kardashians.
Any of them.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
With me, it's like if it was a mutual breakup, like, you know, hey, we're just not working out right now.
Well, yeah.
Like, we're in
And
two
you
different
get back
places.
together years later after
that to me is fine. Like if it's like it was like, oh yeah, we just drifted apart, like Channing Tatum and his now his like former wife, like they said there's no animosity between them, but like years from now, if they get back together, people are gonna be like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's not like, yo, oh, fuck that bitch, yo, I hate her, she cheated on me like 1,000,000 times, and she was like, oh, he got a small dick, whatever. It's like, and then they get back together. That's wild.
Still beat.
Just want to make sure everybody knew about that. Just had to let niggas know.
Evan, what are your thoughts?
Nah, y'all tackled it great. All the sentiments you guys said, I share them with y'all. I wasn't really listening, but
hey,
definitely
that's usually how Evan is in friendship. Most relationships. No. I'm gonna get you back. Episode 20, nigga.
Hey,
coming for you.
Mark your calendars.
Bow. No. Just roll up. Bow. I'm gonna have one of those cartoon guns with the bam in it. Bow. Oh my!
In the middle of the episode.
Yes.
That'd be dope.
What else happened in pop culture that you guys wanted to talk about?
Honestly, I feel like they've cornered the media.
Yeah.
They've taken up so much. It's just like back and forth. I'm like, why are we still on these people?
It's like 6 degrees of separation. Everything that you see in social media now somehow traces back to the Kardashians.
I don't want that.
Some form. I don't want it either.
Well, they have access to all the media outlets. That's the problem. They have them niggas on speed dial. That's why Kanye West can have a sit down meeting with the nigga from TMZ. That's why when Kanye West goes to the president's Oval Office, there's 50 news reporters right there with cameras. It's like, why y'all in
for
here?
a private meeting?
For a private meeting.
Yeah, why
amongst
y'all
friends, apparently.
So it's just, when it comes to that, it's a scream for attention. With most celebrities, they need that. They want their eyes on them. They want that type of, notoriety. So even some people with who are famous, they feel the need of, like, if they feel like their clout in a way is drying up, they have to go fake a relationship. They have to seek out somebody. Yeah, just create buzz.
Exactly.
That's all that is.
It's a shame.
Y'all out here creating buzz with women?
Well, we generating buzz with this podcast. That's what we doing in a positive manner. There you go.
I only got one though.
I know.
It only got one, but
we getting there because we're a small buzz 20. Right now. We getting up exactly episode 20. Stay tuned.
Let us know what you guys think about it. You can hit us up on our personal social medias, guys. What are your social medias?
Godzilla_kinda on Instagram,
and on Instagram I am Rojo Fiasco.
Yes. Now, talking about that and the breakups and all that made me want to think about what are some of our definite deal breakers in relationships, things that have happened that we are just not tolerating. We're going to let it go. We're not, nope. You're gone. One strike, you're out of here, lady. So there was a post about it on the Shade Room. I wanted to read some that I found funny, but before I read some, I wanted you guys to get into some of yours.
Go ahead, Akai. I started last time. You go this one.
For me, a deal breaker, definite deal breaker is... I would want to say cheating.
Well, I think everybody can agree with that.
Yeah, cheating. I mean,
what's personal to you?
Personal, definitely cheating. Cheating. That's personal. That's personal to me. That's real close to me.
But anybody can say.
I mean, anybody can say it. So
who's
I say
tolerating being cheated on outside of
a lot of people? There's a lot of people, me included at one point. But hey, I ain't gonna. But episode 20, nigga. Hashtag episode 20. I think a real personal one is, I guess, lack of effort. In a sense, like, you know how every relationship goes through that, like, honeymoon phase, all that, whatever, right? But I feel like it's up to either party to kind of keep that momentum going. In a sense, you don't have to be like, oh, we're gonna be lovey-dovey all the time, 24/7. I don't want to be posting on Instagram all the time and all that, blah 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 blah. Do all these holidays, National Boyfriend Day. I don't need to do that. But within just us in a relationship, if you're just lacking the effort to be like, oh, well, let's do something spontaneous, or oh, let's go here, or do that, whatever. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I see a lot with you and me. What else are we doing? So that's really it. Effort.
I see that. That's a very good answer. I agree.
I made it.
Nigga, can you?
I'll fist bump.
Nigga, can you answer with yours?
Can I answer with mine? Okay. Well, mine, I would have to say, not a lack of effort, but a lack of trust. A lack of trust. If you're always questioning me on what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing, stuff like that, and always like, oh, where are you going? Who's going to be there? And stuff like that. It's like, if you don't have any modicum of trust in me in a relationship, then we can't be together. If you're always going to be like, hey, let me get the password to your AIM that you haven't used since you graduated from high school, like we can't be together.
That's very specific.
Because it actually happened to me.
What?
Yes.
Well, I'm assuming that some of the things we said actually.
No, but the AIM thing, I'm just like, what
yes.
Jeez.
I've literally been
actually,
requested.
I don't want to know.
No. I'll tell the story. I don't care. I've literally been requested, like, oh, do you remember your screen name from AIM? And it's like, oh yeah, I do. Boom, gave it to her, and she was like, oh, what's the password for it? I'm like, why? Oh, I want to see what you were talking about back then. You mean back when I was in high school and like talking to my friends and like whatever girls I was interested in back then? Yeah. Why? Why would that matter to you? I've been out of high school for X amount of years at that point in time. It's like, yo, you don't really need to see that. Oh, what are you trying to hide from me? I'm not hiding shit. I just, one, I don't remember the password. I will give it to anybody who remembers their password for AIM, because I certainly don't. And then two, it's like, yo, I don't need you to see what I was talking about back then, because I was talking about a lot of bullshit.
What was your screen name? I just want to know, because it's like,
there's always had the dumbest screen names back then.
MySpace, you can just put on a regular whatever. What was it?
No, tell yours. I'll tell mine.
What was
gotta
it?
do part one. Tell yours. Let's all just share in this moment. You can acknowledge it was stupid, so just say it.
The real deal.
Ain't nothing real about you, nigga.
Get out. Yeah, boo
Yeah,
yourself.
boo my stupid ass
Did you
screen
put a
name.
dumbass number behind it?
Yeah, my birthday.
Because you couldn't be the one?
My birthday.
Real deal 29.
Yep.
Because 28
Because
28 other
28
other
motherfuckers
trying
took the
numbers.
same- Damn.
So,
What do you mean it's
let's
taken?
Let's hear yours, niggas.
Nah, keep going.
Nah.
Oh. Yo, what's up? It's the real deal. 29 coming at you. Looking fine. Feeling fine.
If a nigga named the real deal, I can't.
I'm done. We're done. All right, guys. It was great. Live has been real.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Yo.
The real deal?
If the nigga named the real deal message me, I'm blocking that nigga on sight.
You're going to be somebody's father one day. The real deal. I'm sorry. That's just hilarious. Sorry.
What was yours, Akai?
I'm glad you can acknowledge it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Good-dang-a-day.
No,
Hey,
that was
yours.
I think it might have been.
That was
I think
yours,
it might have
yeah. It
been.
was
And I
Kudang
remember
on AIM,
I
yeah.
had like the background that said the world's greatest dad, because I did it for Altov.
Yeah.
Our friend Altov, he was like basically my son in high school, even though he was older than me. But yeah, Kudangadang.
There
And
you
he
go.
came up with that
Yeah.
at my house.
Playing Halo
Another
or some
story.
shit, yeah.
Another story. But
What was yours?
what's you, Mr. Combest? Spidiness like 24 or something?
Jesus Christ. Nah, mine was dumb too, but just not as dumb as the real deal. I'm sorry.
Well, he's
man.
the real deal, man.
He's not he can't, the thing that made it funny was like, you tried to type in the real deal. Already taken. The real deal 1. He just kept going down the line.
I'm going to just do my birthday.
Wait, was it the real deal? Like, duh.
No, the. THE.
damn,
No, I'm
you
not.
wasn't
I'm,
gangster.
I never. I didn't.
You
do that.
wasn't gangster.
You wasn't gangster.
Man, everybody had like Trinity Gal Princess
Some
24
stupid
or
shit,
something like
yeah.
that.
And
Putting
they
all
had,
this
instead
crazy
of
stuff.
we
Or
put DA.
Yeah, or
or-
like
That was
or
cool.
Star by or some shit like that. Yeah.
That was cool back
That was a
then.
cool thing. Yeah, you remember that?
You was being literate back then.
Because I was educated.
And you wanted people
We
to
went
know.
to the same high school. No,
I know.
I was educated. We went to the same
I
high
know.
school.
I never said you were. I never said you weren't.
Whatever.
I like how Evan is like.
No, I'm gonna
casually
no,
playing his
sidestepping.
down.
no, I
He's
was
playing his down,
sidestepping, but
though.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
What's
Mine,
yours?
y'all know mine was dumb as hell, which I still use to this day, which I don't think is funny. But most people know me as Spidey, but my original thing was Spidey Kid 24. At
No.
AIM, that was my AIM.
It was Arachnid Kid 24.
No, my
Yes.
original one is Spidey Kid 24. I made
no,
15
you wanna-
different email accounts. So
Okay, wait a minute. That's
I had a lot of free trials going.
free trials for what?
So
sure.
wow.
He said, porn up.
No, I had a lot of YouTube accounts because they kept getting taken down, so I had to keep making email addresses.
What were you putting on YouTube?
I was making like music videos. I didn't know music videos with the copyright. I was getting, all the copyright claims. They shut your account down. I had to make more accounts.
I thought it was R&B stuff, Like,
No.
I feel like you could do
You
it.
had to just keep making accounts. So I did have an Arachnid Kid. You know what's crazy about the Arachnid Kid email? That's been deleted because it was inactive for so long.
Wow.
But I have so many accounts that are still connected to that.
Wow.
So if I ever forget my Facebook password, I'm just asked out forever because that email doesn't exist, but my Facebook is attached to that.
You fucked.
Yeah, but I think it's odd because I still use AIM these days. To this day, I still use AIM, and every time I mention it, people look at me like I'm a child.
Wow.
And what's wrong with AIM? It's just an
It
extension
says
of
kid.
AOL.
It is.
Well, I don't use the Spidey
You
Kid.
use AOL?
What's
All
wrong
right,
with
we get
that?
into too many different. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with AOL?
Wait, before
I don't
before
know
we
anybody that knew.
Before we continue, I want all the listeners and the viewers.
Yes,
to
comment
hit us up.
down, y'all.
You're
What do you-
you're
yeah, what do you
stupid,
use?
Your former.
If you had an AIM,
What was your handle?
or
Exactly.
if you're 17 with a YouTube account, please let us know what's your YouTube.
No, don't.
No, because they got some dumbass names. Y'all- and they put the
Nah.
little pictures there with them to be like little memes and it'd be funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I'd be laughing.
Creativity.
But
Jesus
we
Christ.
have gone way over it. We're
Wait.
supposed to be talking about deal breakers.
That was a deal breaker. A bad name. The real deal. That's a real deal breaker.
Gee, thanks. Like I said.
Breaking news. Wait, hold on.
Breaking-
news. Wait.
Breaking news? What do you mean breaking news? What is?
No, that's not breaking news.
What?
breaking
Okay, Evan, ladies and gentlemen, Evan is going crazy. What's going on?
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news coming in. Oh
Okay.
my God. With
fresh
your
up.
reporter. Yes, fresh off the fucking gram, I think.
Fresh off.
If
the
this
gram.
story better be true, coming in from I got sources.
He's got
Cite
sources in the studio.
Sources close to the show have told me.
Very close, like 3 feet away.
Shut up.
Thank you, Tone.
Sources close to the show have informed.
What do they say, man? Get it out.
I've run into a heap of information.
A whole heap.
I've run in that Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande have called off their engagement and broken up.
Oh.
I don't got my turn. This is crazy. I wish. Is it on the Shade Room? Source close to me.
So
It's on the Shade Room. Holy
Hey,
shit!
so you know it's official.
Yes. Wait,
well,
this says Stacey Dash gets married. Wait, this isn't the story.
man.
Yeah, this came out
She's still
2 hours
clueless.
ago. Holy shit.
Damn.
It looks like Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson have called it quits. According to TMZ, sources close to the pair have told the site that Ari and Pete decided to go their separate ways this weekend, with both parties acknowledging that it simply was not right time for their relationship to take off. Their breakup was a mutual decision, and they have no ill will towards one another. The news definitely is shocking since Pete proposed to Ariana earlier this year with a $100,000 engagement ring.
Only $100,000. She's a pop star.
Well, he works at SNL, so
Yeah, that nigga making bank. How do we feel about this? Oh my goodness!
Now,
Fair.
what do you
No.
think? What do you think they meant by like, oh, this isn't the right time for their?
Oh, they're
relationship to
going
take-
through a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, there has to be,
Personally,
especially off of like everything that happened.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
Just the way how they got together, people thought it was kind of messed up because of her ex boyfriend, and then when he passed, it just added more drama.
Yeah.
And she had put up posts alluding to the fact that how much he's dealing with, and it's just like, yo, this is really hard on me.
Yeah,
And even though she put out an album recently, it's still like this.
it's a
I
big
even know
shadow
that.
hanging over it.
yeah, no, it is. It's like outweighing what she's actually doing, or either of them are actually doing. So
Yeah, and in the mind, and it's not the right time for this. I'm not going to say what was in my head, but they are broken up. Now's not the time to say, but it's just, they broke up, and Pete Davidson is openly speaking about how he has mental issues too.
Yeah.
And he even said it on Saturday Night Live, where he was just like, "Oh, Kanye, you should probably take your meds. I take mine, and I'm great." It's like whatever. So that probably did add another level of stress to the relationship. But just I feel bad for both of them. So I'm not gonna make my jokes now. At least
they said like, yeah, it's mutual. We both understand that it's not the time or place, like something like that, like how we were just saying.
Yeah,
like,
and we're gonna get back to deal breakers because I got mine, and I do want to read some from the comment section of the Shade Room that we was originally going to talk about. Yeah. But just to talk about just like mutual breakups and like isn't that like the saddest type of breakup?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Because those betrayal ones just make you hurt.
Yeah, but
and angry, like they leave you with something.
But you can either use that to like stay in that, or you can use that to just power yourself.
Yeah, you can take that energy and transform it into something better for yourself.
Exactly.
But when it's mutual, and it's like, damn, like I have no ill will towards this person. They didn't hurt me. I didn't hurt them. It was just like the relationship just couldn't work for whatever reason. Like we both just looked at each other and like, yeah, no, can't keep doing this no more.
I got to experience that. I've never had that.
Neither have I.
I've never had that. Like, damn.
Fuck yo.
You've had that?
In a way, yes. It was over a situation that was out of either of our power, so that's what I felt. Yeah. I mean,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was like okay. It was like for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just know that we're trying our best to give you guys.
I feel
the info,
so bad for
we
the
can't really
viewers
give
and
you the
listeners.
info.
I don't want to throw my niggas' information out on Front Street. I get what you're saying, which I could have still did that.
No.
I understand that it was outside powers.
I'll update you.
All right.
I'll update you.
Off camera and off mic.
Off camera, off mic. Sorry, live.
Yeah,
I mean,
but back to the original shit.
Back to it.
Fuck, man. God damn, Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson broke up, and we broke the news to the world.
It
we
is
are
what
the
it is.
greatest podcast ever.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Wait.
What?
Happened 2 hours ago.
It happened while we were driving, but we're fucking here.
facts. So,
What are you doing? What?
No,
He's doing the worst.
Wait.
no,
Anyway.
but yeah, back to the thing. Deal breakers. My deal breakers for me before I start reading some of these comments, mine are lack of integrity.
Oh,
okay, that's
You
a good
need integrity, accountability, self-awareness.
But what do you? Because we said one, like just one
one.
definite.
Yeah, like the biggest
like
one.
what is the biggest
integrity.
one?
Because
Integrity,
accountability and honesty
Yeah,
and
they all fall
self-awareness, that goes under integrity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acting with integrity. And just respect. Like to me, all of that falls under the umbrella of integrity. But just because if people wanted to know what I meant by integrity, that's what I meant by all the things that I put out as an example. Because if you don't have that, that just shows a lack of respect. Because I'm always going to have integrity in everything that I do, no matter how I feel.
Okay, but in a relationship, how is that getting questioned though? Like, how is the other person's integrity getting questioned?
Because that's always about how you treat me and how you treat other people.
Yeah.
And how you move about, like, I'm big on, like, space. Like I've said before in other podcasts, respecting each other's space and personal, especially if we don't live together.
Yeah.
So, if you're out doing your own thing and you're not doing it with integrity, that speaks loudly to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, damn, if you can't even do it yourself
Yeah.
with some respect, how you going to do that with me?
True.
So I need that across the board because I'm always going to bring that. And I'm always going to try to set that example.
Yeah.
Even if the person is lacking that. To what I feel to be of my standard of integrity. I'm going to try to set an example. I'm not going to try to change you. If you don't want to do that for yourself, then that's on you. So some women that posted stuff like thinking everything is an argument, not being able to communicate, inconsistencies, lies, no emotion, no narcissist and all of that. How do y'all feel about that? Lack of ambition.
Oh,
You know what?
I think
that is one.
that kind of goes with what you were saying.
Lack of ambition?
and lack of integrity. It was like if you're basically staying complacent and like staying stagnant, then you're not really like.
No, it's not you. I read something that made me upset.
It's like if you have no drive and you have no like if you have no like
Self-motivation.
exactly, that's the word I was looking for. Like if you have no self motivation, then you're not really doing the best for yourself. For real?
I'm listening
Why are you looking at me like that?
because
Wow.
These comments is crazy.
These comments is wild.
Keep going.
Wow. No. Good. Why are these comments so wild?
Yeah, because somebody said something really, really dumb in here. They was like, "Oh, when the compliments stop, that's a deal breaker."
What?
Yeah, you see,
You can't just compliment a person
no
all the
more
time.
sweet
But
messages,
I get
no
it.
date nights, etc. No, sir, you
But
don't
that-
have me till that ring is on my finger.
That's an extreme version of what he said, like the lack of effort.
It is, but okay. My whole thing is
I'm really into my career right now. That's a deal breaker for some people.
I'm trying to build a legacy. What are you? No, I can't get this money.
This is a good one that I think goes unnoticed. Bad credit. Irresponsible.
Okay,
poor
yeah, that would
choices,
show.
lazy,
But sometimes,
unaware.
sometimes
bad
there could
credit.
be,
Yeah, people
that
get
could
placed
be like
into
a
that from their
scam kind of
parents.
thing, or,
Yeah.
or the parents. Well,
Or people could just be going through a hard time because of student loans and shit
True.
with young people. Inconsistency, not taking responsibility for bad actions, BFFs, female BF. Whoa,
What?
yeah.
Okay,
female
that's-
best friends.
See, I think we got to draw
Public
the line
embarrassment
there with,
with
that. That's
private apologies.
What?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, that
Maybe
that-
we should just retire this list because we're just gonna do our
We're
heads
gonna
in.
get, yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna
gonna do our heads
yeah,
in. We're gonna
that's
be
We're
here.
gonna
all-
spend the rest
That's
of
dumb.
That's just dumb.
That's dismissive.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Shouldn't it be done that way?
What-
Sonya, your camera went off. Shouldn't it be done that way?
I mean, like, I don't think you should ever be like in public arguing in the first place.
But sometimes it's uncontrollable.
I know.
Not even
but
at
it's
a
like-
cheesecake. You know I like to go there.
But my thing is that with public arguments, all right, Mr. Music Man, with public arguments, for me, it's like sometimes you can't help but like it happens. Sometimes you just get into a disagreement in public, but don't use the public to like your benefit to be like try to
soapbox,
expose this
yeah.
person to everybody. Like that's shitty. So I kind of get that point. If you're gonna like do
What
that,
if they dogged you though?
but
what
don't-
if they dogged you?
No, because I kind of get where the person's coming from in a sense. Only in this instance, it's like don't talk shit about me in public and then try to apologize to me in private,
Yeah.
but continue to treat me the
Yeah.
same in public.
Interesting.
Yeah, you a nigga.
yeah.
But
What-
that's just how I feel about that, guys. You can let us know what some of your red flags, not red flags,
Deal breakers
that you just can't bend on. You won't break, whatever.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever it is, just let us know in the comment section down below, or hit us up on our personal social medias. So, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about?
No.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is me. It is time to see. That's right. Drama for your mama. That is right, motherfuckers. I'm back in this bitch. And I got a story. I got the scoop for you guys. You guys thought...
Scoopity poop.
No.
Scooped it a poop.
Y'all thought Ariana breaking up was the real deal. And y'all haven't heard anything yet.
Uh-oh. What you got for it?
Oh, no. This is crazy. I had to break the voice.
Where'd
I had to
Jimmy
break
go?
it. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
I had
Where'd
to
Jimmy
break
go?
the
This is
voice.
real.
Yeah. This is a story that I read on my Twitter about somebody named Oloni or Alani. It's Oloni.
Yes.
Baloney. Baloney. Okay.
Yeah, baloney. So that's what I thought when I read this. Because it legit fucked my mood up for the rest of the week. I read this on like Wednesday, Thursday. Because I saw people on my Twitter timeline is talking about this Oloni person. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I do some investigative journalism and I look into the situation when I hit that search bar. So
This is all we go off now. Just search.
That's how we investigate nowadays.
I did a thorough search.
Does Magic
a private eye.
Johnson really have
Yeah.
AIDS?
I had to make sure Oscar Mayer wasn't behind this baloney shit.
Him and his wiener. Bastard. Sorry. That wasn't that funny. Come on.
Nah, my nigga. Nah.
Comment down below, guys. Let us know if that. No.
Nah, I got it.
Also, JP Raps. Shout out JP
Nah,
Raps.
my
Shout out
nigga,
JP Raps.
Nah, I'm not letting you get that one off.
What?
Nah,
What are you talking about?
You not getting that one.
That was good.
Fuck you. This nigga's.
You laughed at it. Oh, don't do the button. Damn, all three?
had to hit you with the.
Jeez.
The triple threat.
The
Yeah.
trifecta.
So
Episode 20. Hashtag episode 20.
Anyway, so get
Yes,
drama
Oloni.
drama for your mama on
yes,
this
yeah.
Oloni baloney.
So Oloni. We look into the situation and I search it up and I find it and I was disgusted with what I found, guys. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. So apparently some chick on Twitter named Maloney, she decided to just open up a thread to all her followers and was like, ladies and ladies only, I want you to DM me about your college hoe experiences, past and present. If you're in university or college, if you live in the U.S., we all have experienced this. And then, being in there is our first experience of freedom. So I want us to share our stories and I'll post them anonymously to the timeline. So.
Seems harmless.
Seems harmless, but I'm going to give you guys the first story and it's just going to get worse from there. So this is the first message that she posts. She goes, this is embarrassing for me. LOL. Lord. So I was a virgin in my first year. Very naive, too. I thought Netflix and chill meant legit. Netflix and chilling. I was still commuting at my uni. At this point, I trekked 2 hours on a Saturday to hang out with this boy. And even brought my big laptop with me. So he ended up eating me out and fingering me, and then he went to collect the condom. Suddenly, I came to my senses, and I said, it's towel, and I told him it's a wrap. And time for me to go. So as he goes to the bathroom to go to the toilet, he sees blood on his fingers, runs out, turns on the light, and there's a patch of blood on the bed. Damn. Haloni, I wasn't on my period, obviously. My hymen had been broken. He questioned me about my reds, and even instead of explaining to him that I'm a virgin, I just ran. Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah. BB.
Gotta blast.
Yeah. I gotta go get with the real deals. But there's more stories like that going on. It's a bunch of them. It's like probably it's tens and tens. I was gonna say hundreds of thousands, but it's
that one didn't
20
seem
stories
so
altogether.
harmless. She wasn't hoeing. She was a virgin.
The look in his eyes.
But that was something
That's crazy.
that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but she didn't have to leave. She could have.
I mean, would you want to stay there if your dick was bleeding and you just
He didn't leave.
Exactly.
It's his place.
It's his place. Of course, he doesn't have to leave. Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, she left.
Yeah,
Get
but you
yourself
better.
together.
So she messed up his home, his humble apartment.
His sheets,
Yes,
his sheets,
and she left him to clean
some
it.
$30 sheets.
He's a college student.
she-
He's a
she-
college student. I don't think he got $30 sheets.
She can make life. She can create life. And you worried about some $30 silk sheets.
She left life.
She left life. Jeez.
She left life all over.
Oh my
his
goodness.
bed
That
and his
doesn't.
hands.
Okay, but going back to the
He
main
ate
story,
blood.
he didn't know.
He was eating her out and fingering her.
So
And
did
there
he
was
check his
blood.
face? Did he check his face?
I'm sure that came up when he looked in the fucking mirror and saw shit on his
But it
hands.
didn't. He saw it on his hands, but he
We
didn't.
didn't get his side of the story.
Well, go get him. No,
Search bar.
The real deal 29. No. It all came full circle. We're going to WrestleMania. What did I do?
Your truth king.
What did I do?
Just tell us what you saw. No,
I just work here, bro.
I just work here.
Oh my god.
Okay, going back to the main topic though.
There was more stories about women
but
sleeping
that
with
doesn't
multiple
sound like
men.
a whole thing.
But there was other stories of women sleeping with multiple men in one night, women stealing other girls' boyfriends, women committing infidelity, and not on accident either.
Oh.
A lot of this was all intentional, intended, and they were just being championed all over the timeline. Yes, girl, we keep it up. Hoe is like living our best life. It was a whole bunch.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a whole bunch of that all over my timeline, and it made me disgusted with some of these girls out here. especially
Okay, that
on the
first
internet.
one though, I don't
It
feel
wasn't
like
as bad as some of the others because she didn't hurt anybody.
just the sheets.
Yeah, exactly.
From Target.
And the cleaning lady, she was pissed.
What kind of college? What college?
It was a university.
Yeah, you think those niggas can afford a cleaning lady?
I never been to college.
There
Have
go.
you?
Yes.
You been to university?
Yes.
Shit,
Not my own. I visited. They don't got no fucking cleaning ladies. They ain't no fucking mansion, nigga.
They just had you, right?
No.
He's had
The
you.
real deal's here. Never fair.
Got his broom and everything. Got a Swiffer.
Night crew coming in.
But there was a lot of that. So outside of that story, I'm just saying that there were other stories like that of infidelity, cheating, and girls just like purposely going about like committing all of this fucking scandalous behavior. Not my daughter. And it was just like being champion, and it really just made me like my stomach turned. I was like, damn, this is really what's going on out here. This is what people doing nowadays. This is cool now. And just seeing the amount of women championing this behavior, it really made me take a step back and just like really like pay attention to those women and their behaviors, and then some of the women that I follow on social media and their behaviors. And I was like, oh, come on, this is sad. This is really bad. I have a problem.
I mean,
and then there was another one for the deal breakers. To go back to the deal breakers, one of them was like, oh, if he's following more IG models than actual friends that he has. I was like, I took that personally. I'm definitely follow the ratio of IG models and friends that I have.
Friends, yeah.
It's like 80-20.
But then again, I think that would come up in relationships. It's like, why are you following all these IG models?
Because it's my timeline.
But
That's
then
what
again,
I want to look at.
Okay, but this happened to me.
What you gonna tell me? What I want to look at?
But this happened to me.
Please.
It was like, okay, but why do you need to see this?
Because I want to see this. I don't control what your eyes see. If you can control what your eyes see, not you personally, but if you were talking to your significant other and you can control what you can see,
I'm looking at you all the time, baby girl. What you doing, man? No, what it came down to was basically that battle of, well, why do you need to look at that? You know, you got all this right here, but why you need to look at that? And it makes sense. It makes
what?
No, it makes sense because it's like, okay, this is my reasoning on it. This is my reasoning on it.
Apparently, I can't say nothing without getting roasted in here, so I'm gonna just stay
man,
quiet. Go ahead.
Man, I've been getting roasted since episode 1. Yeah, boom.
Not you, Kenneth. Just to be clear, this isn't for you.
Okay. All right, so let me defend. So basically, with that whole thing, if it was a flip side and it was on the guy's end, where he had to deal with seeing the girl, like you know, hey, the girlfriend's looking at all these IG models, and they're like, you know, hey, what then? Is it the double standard or
no? That's fine with me.
So they're liking the pics.
Them niggas don't want you.
What if they wow. Okay, at least on that end, I know for me, if I'm gonna follow an IG model, I know she ain't gonna fuck with the kid, but you know, Godzilla _ kinda. But no, but as far as I know,
none of them niggas is
they're not the real deal.
His DMs is flooded.
Hey, I heard you were the real deal. Okay, I'm done. Okay. I'm done. I'm finished.
Real deal.
I can't believe we got all 29 of the real deals in the same room. It's a real deal reunion. We're going to WrestleMania.
Jesus Christ. If I was his friend in high school, he's like, yo, add me on AIM. Yo, bro, what's your username? Yo, I'm the real deal 29. Nigga, get out my face. If you don't go to class, drop out. Now. You have no future.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
But
that name was passed down for generation to generation, from Real Deal 1 to Real Deal 29.
My daddy. I'm Real Deal.
I'll tell you what a real deal is.
Real Deal Esquire.
Oh,
we have a whole show to finish.
Okay,
Please.
well, we're back.
So,
hey, live.
what's good?
Hey, everybody. All right, we didn't die.
Jade, you good? Tone, you alright?
So you good? All right.
It's just us.
Kenny G, you good? Kenny.
So she was saying if she follows other.
So it was just, that, I guess, that back and forth that I would just touch on. I understand. It's a kind of not a insecurity, but it's just almost like, hey, you know, if we're in a relationship, I want you to just have eyes for me, obviously. But, you know, things change. I'm not saying I would follow the models just to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to start talking that up. I don't know. Sometimes I just like really nice pictures.
That's how I feel about it. Cause,
I don't know.
No, because, no, I mean,
No,
you know,
we see your phone, Evan.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Episode 20.
In seriousness, it's just like for me, I'm like, all right, if somebody's following, hey, shut up, Siri. Siri's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like,
That's a lie, Evan.
shut up. Bitch.
I think it's because you said it in all seriousness. And
Yeah,
it's
she
just
was like,
Siri.
"You ring? Get out of here." But to me, I feel like, oh, when it comes to that type of stuff, like I follow a lot of Instagram models. But I'm just looking and liking the picture, and I'm keeping on. It's not like you don't catch me in the comment section. I'm
The
like,
way I see it is like when you're following a bunch of IG models, it's like almost like a museum or art gallery type shit. You're looking, but you can't touch.
exactly.
These are
and I'm not
people,
trying to
though.
touch them.
These are human beings.
Exactly,
No,
but
and no,
but it's
and
Instagram, but it's
true.
social media.
True.
And they are human beings, and most of them are terrible human beings. They're begging for money on the timeline all the time, and I don't care about that. I'm skipping that post. Go back to the one where your ass crack is out. That's the one I'm looking at in the bikini.
Still concerning.
That's concerning.
Because you're looking at another person.
You look at people every fucking day.
Yes, but you're looking at their ass crack.
That's what I want to see. A nice ass. When I look at food, if she cook me food,
Say what you
but
really
I'm
want to say.
looking at-
Say what you really want to say, Evan.
What?
Say.
No,
Should we?
don't look at me.
Episode 20.
Do not look
Episode
at me.
20. We're gonna
My
just.
thing-
I'm gonna remember this.
To me, that's stupid in a sense because I feel like it's like, let's say your girl cooks
Yeah.
and you know she's cooking for you every day, but you watch the Food Network. You're like, oh man, that looks great. She's like, what the fuck you mean that look great? It's like, I cook for you every day. You don't appreciate. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
my
making
goodness.
peanut butter and jelly. They out here making
No,
filet
no.
mignon.
no, you wildin'. no, you wildin'. That's crazy.
I sauteed it just like you like, though.
Yo, you
I
wildin'.
sauteed the peanut butter and jelly just like you like, though.
You wildin'. Whatchamacallit? No, I just feel like it's a false equivalent.
It is, but I don't know. I think both sides still kind of perpetuate both happening.
Because
like,
that just
to-
seems a
to
bit
have those
controlling. It's like
insecurities.
you want to control what I
It
want to see.
Again, it is. But I feel like we reached an impasse. Guys, comment down below
Yes, let
to
us
give
know.
either side. Do you feel like you should be on that like whole wave of following IG models and liking and commenting, or should you respect the boundary that the other person is setting? I guess.
And let some girl come up to me talking about some fucking, oh my God, you out here watching that shit. You out here following all of that. You got me. Don't you see all this?
I guess.
You see all this?
You gonna be somebody's dad doing all that?
Whoa, brother, whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
You got too much dip on your chip. What the?
I know that. Baby.
That's just how I feel, lady. Don't be coming up to me. Whoa, lady. Whoa. You got too much dip on your chip, bitch. Just throw that at the end. But,
Oh,
all
my
right.
goodness.
We got like a couple minutes left. I
right.
want to take this moment now to answer some viewer questions. I thought we was going to have nothing to say this week, but fuck it, we made a way. We the greatest.
We did it.
We the fucking greatest. But we have some viewer questions for you guys. And our first question is from the realest nigga living. They want to know,
Hey.
what is it like?
All right,
It's not the
Tone.
real deal.
It's not,
It's the
listen, we know a
realest
lot of the
nigga living.
reels and
There's a lot of reels in our friendship.
a lot of reels. A lot of reels.
It's a real ass circle.
Real ass circle.
Exactly. And there's nobody else I'd rather be around.
Aw. Gay. Episode 20. Episode 20.
So
Hashtag episode 20.
she wants to know if you're moving in with somebody or a significant other. She wants to know what if you're moving in with somebody and you find out they have habits that you don't really like or tolerate. How do you deal with that?
Gotta
You
talk to them
address
about
it.
it.
You gotta address it. If you
And they're
don't,
like, this is me.
No, it's like
How do you even go about?
well,
Well, first
I'll
you-
speak from experience.
go ahead.
Since
Yeah,
Yeah,
You,
well,
you
yeah,
have
you-
the best. You have the
yes.
best experience.
Yes, please,
I don't
go
know why. I don't know why I'm talking. Fuck me.
listen, you can go if you want. If you want to go,
I'll
first,
go with you. I'll
can.
open it door. Because we ain't got shit to say on this one.
As that goes, it's a very tricky or slippery slope. But if you're adults about what is going on and the habits that are going on, then that's the only way it's going to get handled is as an adult. Like, hey, if this shower setting or shower curtain isn't working for you, well, I'm sorry. Oh, you just leave the shower on when you're finished with the shower? You just don't turn it off? Oh, I left it on for you. That didn't happen.
No,
but
no.
I'm just
This is
saying,
an example.
like just
Because that made me think of something else, but I wish we
Yeah.
had more time. We don't, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to bring it up. Go
But
ahead.
all I can say is you got to address it, but as an adult in the relationship. Like, take yourself out of the relationship for a second and address it as an adult, like a human being. Like, oh, well, this is clearly, like, you know, not allowing me to coexist with you. Can you not? Can we not? You know? So address it like an adult. That's all it is.
No, that's dope. That's facts. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
I got nothing to add.
I would be nervous about how to approach that, but definitely, I agree with you. If you come
You're-
from it, you pull yourself outside from the personal feelings from
Yeah.
it.
Be
and-
objective, but
yeah.
also come with a solution.
Yes. So the last question I want to ask before we end this is, whatchamacallit? How do you spot a fake friend in your circle?
Test them.
How do you test them?
I honestly don't know how you would test it.
This nigga throwing out.
But I mean, you kind of have to, in a sense. I think it's more or less along the lines of like saying, "Hey, you know, like this is going on. This situation is going on right now. How do you feel about it? Can you give me advice?" Sometimes even like advice from a friend, you can kind of gauge like, okay, this person isn't only just thinking out for their best interest as far as like how they would handle the situation, but they are taking you into account as far as like, hey, this, you know what? I see this is what you're doing, and I appreciate you as a person and a friend. So I'm going to give you this advice instead of just being like, nah, you can keep doing whatever you're doing, you know, or you're at least looking out for that person. Like, is this person actually looking out for my best interest as a friend?
What about you?
He said it all. I can't add anything onto that.
Oh,
Okay.
man, come on.
No, you
Not
got
for the live, though.
No, you just agreeing with what you said.
man.
Yeah, you
I mean,
covered
what you
Thank
said
you,
was
bro.
really
Thank
good. I mean, like for me, I feel like it would be a little bit harder to find somebody like to notice it of like, damn, this nigga being kind of fake. It's just to me, it's like your actions have to match your words.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And if they're not, then you address it. And then, like you said, you go behind the way of how Kai was talking about it. But it's just like you really need to make sure integrity is big and making sure people's
Exactly.
actions
Like you
match
said
their words
before.
and checking niggas. Make sure niggas
Check
know.
fake niggas at the door.
Let them know. We went the whole show without doing that, but guys, that's the show. I had to let it off one time. Let people get it know. But guys, that is the show. Thank you guys for watching us. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Click the bell for notifications. What you call it? Yeah, social medias.
Godzilla _kinda and IG.
Real Fiasco on IG.
I really thought he was gonna say the real deal. Shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. Shout out City World Radio. Shout out Jade. Shout out Tone. Guys, we will see you guys next week. We out this bitch.
Peace. Good show, guys. Oh, man.
I don't know why that was so funny.
No!
No. Keep it real with just Joyce.
Oh, he left. He actually left.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
gone.
He's going.
He's starting
He's
to
going
whip.
online.
He's starting to whip.
He's logging in.
Yeah, I gotta get my aim. Update my status. Get him back, man. We need him for the picture. Bro.
Yeah, that's right. Let him know.
Oh, man.
Oh shit.
Good shit.
My cheeks hurt.